and Maxillofacial Center at Ananagar. I welcome you, ma'am. I thank to those lovely souls who have registered for this webinar. This section actually will help you a lot. This is a crucial period in which everyone must care others as much as you care yourself. And this webinar educates you to have a good oral health in this time. Have this energy till the end. Once again, I welcome all of you to this webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Well, it's my pleasure to invite our Director Admin, Dr. M. Prabhakaran sir, who has been a constant supporter for initiating many programs in our department. Sir, now I leave the session to you to introduce our speaker to the participants. Sir, please.
Thank you very much, Ma, for having given me an opportunity to spend a few minutes with you all. I think this is the first time the Department of Microbiology is conducting this kind of webinar. Am I right?
Yes, sir, you're right.
Right, very good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. I think this is 6th or 7th time I am given an opportunity to speak to you all through online. And today, as head of the Department of Microbiology pointed out, we have with this Dr. P. Preeti Kithione, BDS. She is now working as a dental surgeon in Dr. Sedurajan's Dental Maxillofacial Center. She had already presented a poster entitled Composite Restoratives in Aesthetic Dentistry in IDA conference, which was held in Germany. She is well versed in psychosocial impact of aesthetic in dentistry. She is also certified in immediate loading implantology. That too, she got the certificate from Germany. She also worked as junior doctor at the dental hub at Coimbatore. And such a great personality is with this. And she is going to tell us all about dental and oral medicine. As you are all aware, it consists of the study, diagnosis, prevention, treatment of diseases, disorders, and conditions of oral hygiene. The demand for the dental service extends from the child to the mature adult. This study is centered on the control of caries, that is tooth decay. It also deals with incipient abnormalities in tooth alignment. Only when our oral hygiene is perfect, we can discharge our duties without any disturbance. Otherwise, it will be a great problem, and we will have a lot of problems starting from our mouth. And today's topic is oral hygiene and dental care during COVID-19. I hope as you enjoyed the previous sessions, today also you will enjoy, and also you will be educated well by Dr. P. Preeti. I also, on behalf of the management, welcome her, and I also thank the management for having permitted us to have this webinar. Thank you very much once again. Thanking you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for accepting our invitation. The best relationship in the world is relationship between pen and paper. Likewise, there is also a good relationship between smile and oral dental care. As a person, when we meet for a first time, everyone notes our smile. So healthy smiles comes from a good dental care. Now it's time to invite our guest of honor today, Dr. P. Preeti Dihon, to share her lecture. Ma'am, please join us.
Yeah, hi ma'am. Good evening. Hi everybody. Am I audible?
Yeah, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. You're
Yes,
audible.
yes.
You
Yeah,
can.
yes. So, a pleasant good evening to one and all. I'm delighted to be connected with you all. So, today I'd like to take a minute to express my sincere gratitude to the respected chairman, vice chairman, directors, principal of this reputed institution. A special thanks to the HOD, Department of Microbiology, and all the organizing committee members too. So today I'd like to take this opportunity to present a webinar on the topic oral hygiene and dental care during COVID-19. So smile. Since we are all quarantined, you can smile right from where you are. We shall never know all the good that a simple smile can do. But the poor oral hygiene and the negligence of the dental care actually hinders or affects your smiles aesthetically. So next coming to the personal hygiene, I know you've heard all this a million times already, but in this pandemic situation, self-hygiene is a major key which actually sets us away from the infections. So here are few daily routines that we always do, such as bathing ritual, hair care, foot hygiene, toilet hygiene, hand hygiene, coughing, sneezing, and some home hygiene. So hygiene is generally the very best weapon in any fight between the human and the contagious diseases. Similarly, taking a little time to practice good oral hygiene is a great way actually to protect your oral and the dental structures during the pandemic, not only during the pandemic, but also every day. So here are some daily routines we need to deeply look into. So firstly, the brushing, rinsing, tongue scraping, and the flossing. So firstly, let me begin with the brushing. So brush your teeth twice a day for 2 minutes. It is always better to opt for a fluoride-rich toothpaste, since fluoride helps in preventing the tooth decay by slowing the breakdown of the enamel and increasing the rate of the remineralization process. So interdental brushing next helps to maintain lower interproximal plaque levels. So plaque is nothing but a sticky colorless or a pale yellow film that is constantly forming on your tooth. So brushes which have a soft bristles and a small head are always comfortable and the safest choice since it can abide even the extremes of the oral cavity. The extremes of the oral cavity, I mean, the very last part of the tooth also can be covered with a soft bristle and a small head toothbrush. So brushing your teeth in a right way is actually the very important part here. So there are many techniques which is actually followed, but most recommended technique is this. Let me just explain you briefly. So place your toothbrush at an angle, 45-degree angle to the gums. Move it along the surface of the teeth in a circular motion. Strokes should be gentle when moving it back and forth. Finally, the toothbrush should be changed within 3 months or when they begin to wear. So this is all about the brushing. And next comes the flossing. A proper flossing actually increases your lifespan, teeth lifespan to 6.4 years. Is that wonderful to hear? But the same way, improper flossing can even damage your teeth and your gums. Flossing actually cleans and dislodges food Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, audible. No, you can go.
Yeah, okay. There is some disturbance in between, sir. That's why I
Oh,
stopped.
no problem. No problem. Sometimes
Yeah.
it happens.
Yeah. Flossing actually cleans and dislodges food stuck between your teeth, which reduces the amount of bacteria and the plaque in your mouth. Same way, the flossing also has a proper technique. So here it goes. You should place hold the floss taut with the index and thumb finger. Place the floss between the teeth and gently glide it up and down. It's this way actually it works. So we all do actually floss, but our favorite mode is some toothpick or a safety pin. Am I right? It actually damages our tooth structure. So practice flossing because it increases your tooth span. Next comes the tongue scraping. So halitosis. Halitosis is nothing but bad breath. The debris, bacteria, and dead cells which builds upon the tongue over a time causes halitosis. We use various ways and tools including the toothbrush, spoon, etc. Most of us follow cleaning of tongue with a toothbrush, but there are 30% more sulfur compounds are present on the tongue than a soft bristled toothbrush. So using a good tongue cleaner is always more effective. So next comes the oral rinse. Oral rinse also helps us to fight against the plaque and the bacteria, which helps us to get rid of the bad breath. It in turn contains fluoride and prevents in decaying and damaging of the teeth. So just take a minimum amount, the provided measurement cup, which may be provided along with the oral rinse, or maybe 3 to 5 teaspoons, pour it to the mouth, gargle for about 30 seconds, and spit. This is strictly actually not recommended for the children below 6 years since they might accidentally swallow it. So next coming to the dental care and the emergencies. So unless you experience a severe pain which is not controlled for 24 to 48 hours even after the medication, or uncontrolled bleeding, swelling or traumatic injuries, please do not visit the dental care during this COVID-19 lockdown. We the dentists actually follow the 3 A's: advice, analgesia and antimicrobials when appropriate. So even if you get to go or visit a dental hospital, please do call and get an appointment fixed so that the staffs and the doctors will take steps to sanitize things to treat you. So here I've listed some common problems and its suggestions I'm going to explain to you in detail. So firstly comes the dental pain. Many people gets to encounter the dental pain. So for pain without swelling, proper medications should be taken along with analgesics. So for pain accompanied with swelling, along with medications, you should actually rinse your mouth with warm water or the salt water for the short-term release. So basically, a salt water gargling actually decreases the bacteria attack. So next comes the fractured tooth. Fractured tooth may happen maybe due to any trauma or by biting any hard substance. A fractured tooth usually causes a very severe pain. So initially you may take any analgesics, but you should definitely consult a dentist for that. So fractured filling or a fractured crown. This may also occur if we consume any hard or sticky foods. So both cannot be managed by self. So maybe in this situation, you can wait, or if pain arises, then visit the dental clinic. So next comes the gum, cheek, lip, or the tongue pain. These may occur due to any abrasions or the ulcers in the oral cavity. Basically, we treat in the emergency situations like this lockdown by the gels which are available. Example, Ora gels. You just have to get it and take it in a clean finger, or using a cotton bud you have to apply over the affected area till the problem gets resolved. Even for the pediatric purpose, gels are available. So next comes the swelling. Swelling is basically, we call it as a dental abscess. It is usually due to the bacterial infection around a particular tooth. It is due to extreme tooth decay at your upper tooth root and can lead to both tooth and gum swelling. It also spreads to the face and neck sometimes. So swelling may also accompany fever or malaise or something. So usually treated with antibiotics and should do saltwater gargling. Next comes the pericoronitis. So this is wisdom teeth irritation. This usually happens in young adults whose wisdom teeth attempts to break through the gums. Swelling also sometimes occur. So difficulty and discomfort during swallowing will always be present in this condition, and also there will be only limited mouth opening. Also there will be pleasant taste and odor from the affected area. So in this case, maybe optimal analgesia will be the first of choice, followed by chlorhexidine mouthwash. If any systemic infections, then antibiotic regimen is to be followed. If continuous pain is persisting, then you can book an appointment for the tooth removal. So next comes the grossly decayed tooth. This is like, say, mouse and cat game. So we do not know when will the pain arise. So if anyone has a teeth which is grossly decayed, especially during this situation, you should take utmost care for it by proper brushing, and exposure of sweet, hot, and cold should be avoided. If pain arises and it's not controlled by medication, then you should definitely consult a dentist. Ill-fitting dentures next. The old age people will actually encounter this. The measurement would have been altered, or gingival shrinkage causes the denture irritation. The same way, medications like gels can be applied. If pain again persists, since we are all at home, you can actually avoid wearing dentures by removing it and placing it in water. So, next is the avulsed or the displaced teeth. It is due to some external impact. It happens for any age group, but especially in the younger ones. Once the tooth has come out of the socket, you should definitely handle with only the white part of the crown without touching the root part. If the tooth is dirty, then you should wash it about 10 seconds under the cold running water. The adult patients can try to re-implant the tooth in right away into the socket and then bite gently using the cotton roll or some tidy cloth to hold in its position. So if it is not feasible, then you can store it in milk for transportation from your home to the dental clinic. So if all these don't work, you just have to keep it at the side of your cheeks. I mean, in your saliva, which is a very good medium for transportation. So if you happen to extract a teeth during this period or any period, the post following instructions, I just tell you briefly about it. So initially, once you extract your teeth, you should bite the cotton for about 10 to 15 minutes. So after removing the cotton, you should have something cold like juice or ice cream. If you're going to have juice, please avoid the straws. So do not feel the extracted area around with the tongue, since it dislodges the blood clot. Ice fermentation also can be given. So mild foods or liquid diets should be followed about for a week. During those days, you should avoid spices and hot beverages. All these should be followed along with the prescribed medications. So next comes the very essential topic, the nutrition and the diet. So nutrition and hydration are the two main essential keys actually to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So in general aspect, there are various ways like consuming fresh fruits and vegetables, Reduced fat dairy products, preferring home cooked meals is always a good choice in this lockdown. Portion sizes also matter a lot. Protein rich food also help in a greater way to boost our immune system. So limit your salt intake as we have already a reduced overall activity lifestyle. So regarding the dental aspect, the reduced amount of sugary intake is always the right choice. Likewise, tooth should not be exposed to too hot or too cold substances if you have any sensitivity. You should avoid excessive snacking, and sugar-free chewing gums actually helps to produce saliva and it neutralizes the plaque acids in the mouth. Starchy food substances and beverages may be limited. Hard food substances like groundnut etc. should be avoided as it can cause damage the fillings. So here are some of the strictly not to do lists. Although it cannot be left in a day or two, but definitely it could be controlled. Fears about the situation like COVID-19 can take an emotional toll on us. Actually, it is doing it. Understand the situation and you should restrain yourselves from the social media rumors and check for the factual updates. Remind yourselves not to worry. So be occupied with the relaxing hobbies and since we are all quarantined, you can create a new routine. So be aware but do not panic. Next comes the smoking. Smoking is a known risk factor for severe diseases and death from many respiratory syndrome, not only during COVID-19, but every single day. A journal Developmental Cell is an article published in New York recently, which quotes cigarette smoke spurs the lungs to make more of the receptor protein which the coronavirus used to enter human cells. So quitting or reducing smoking alternatively could reduce the risk of the virus attack. Alcohol consumption causes damage to the immune cells in the lungs and respiratory system, which in turn can increase the risk of developing diseases such as tuberculosis, pneumonia, and respiratory distress syndrome, which actually makes you more susceptible to the viruses. So, as I already mentioned, it cannot be stopped or quitted in a day or two, but it definitely can be controlled or the minimized. So next comes the unnecessary travel. Unnecessary travel might not help you, so best is to stay home. If you have a real necessity, then you should definitely follow the basic safety measures like social distancing, avoiding crowds, or self hygiene. So next comes the very important but a dilemmatic situation for the common people, but experts actually do suggest to wear a decent mask in order to hinder the virus entering the system. Now, a new research has also revealed the virus spreads through air. So, to satisfy a safety measure, wearing a mask is a good thing to do actually. So, let me conclude with all the personal, oral, general, and the dental hygiene habits ultimately improves our immunity and helps us to promote a healthy living. Thank you for your patient listening. I think my session was informative and hope you would follow. Stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Preeti. It was very informative session. Many would have felt useful during this quarantine period. We were happy to have you for this session, ma'am. Shall we move on to the question session?
Yes, please, ma'am.
Hi, ma'am. We have a question from Bebo Krishna. What about tonsil stones? Is having tonsil stones means poor oral hygiene?
No. Tonsil stones have no related to the oral hygiene, since tonsil stones is related to the hormonal imbalance or any other stress related, maybe the oral hygiene is not related to the tonsil stones, because uh, it is actually in the throat portion, so the oral cavity does not include it. It is
Thank you, ma'am.
it is basically due to hormonal factors.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Next question is from Dr. S. Biolaja Manikandan. Ma'am, what are the methods to subside pain when wisdom tooth emerges out of our gums?
What are the methods to subside pain?
Yeah, ma'am. What
Yeah,
are the
you can
methods?
do salt water gargling, since it reduces your pain and also it reduces the bacterial attack. Initially, you can do the salt water, and definitely for the wisdom tooth emerging, no, you actually should take medications, and once it emerges out or it is partially erupted, you should have to attempt impaction method, that is to remove your tooth, because it is a continuous stress which is affecting your gums, which could not be solved with any of your medications or home treatment.
Thanks, ma'am. The next question is from Dr. Ramesh Gangadharan. He has asked two questions, ma'am. Let me share the first question with you. What is the relationship, apart from saltwater gargling, what are the other remedial measures to overcome COVID infection?
So this is apart from my topic actually. To overcome COVID infection, government is already taking steps. We have not discovered any proper method to overcome COVID infection, since we are all quarantined. The social distancing and steps to boost immunity is very essential for now.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
The next question is from Harini Ganesh. What about the
Yes.
dental caries? Can you tell what it is?
Yeah, dental caries I actually mentioned in my session. It is actually the decaying of the tooth with bacteria. What type of dental caries do you want me to explain?
No, ma'am, they
I
didn't
didn't get
mention
your
about
question.
that. They didn't
Okay,
mention about
okay.
that. If you wish, you
So
can say.
it is the erosion of the teeth due to bacteria. Dental caries is mainly that.
Okay, ma'am. Uh, Next question is from Pavitra Balakrishnan. Is there any other methods available to prevent oral hygiene?
To prevent oral hygiene or to preserve oral hygiene?
Yes, ma'am. Is there any other methods available to prevent oral hygiene? She has asked.
No, prevent oral hygiene or preserve oral hygiene. Preventing oral hygiene is banned actually.
She might have
Yeah,
wrongly.
yeah, yeah. Preserving oral hygiene, you can follow the basic four I mentioned, no? Brushing, rinsing, flossing, and tongue scraping. Yeah, basically these four methods is very essential in preserving oral hygiene.
And many of them have complimented you. This is a very informative session, and it was very useful to them. It seems they have mentioned it in the chat
Thank
box,
you.
ma'am. We are so happy to see those chats. And one more question from Dr. S. Biolaja Manikandan, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, some people we see with yellowish teeth. Is there any home
Yes, ma'am.
remedies if can be availed?
Yeah, yellowish teeth actually. Uh, in the eruption of permanent dentition, no, there will be white milky colored teeth, and also yellow teeth are seen. If during even the eruption yellow teeth are seen, then it is due to some genetic factors. But maybe during the adult period or after 20s or late 40s, the yellowish of teeth is seen. It is due to many reasons like food habits, smoking, which has tobacco stains, or a lot of coffee or tea consumption may also causes teeth stains, and even iron deficiency cause a very bad teeth stain. So the basic factor actually should be known. Then only we can treat it. Actually, now recently many bleaching procedures, veneers are already advanced in dentistry, so you can opt for them. Basically, looking after after finding the actual reason for it.
Thank you, ma'am. The next question is from Ashish. How much is the fluoride content in toothpaste? As different toothpastes are there in the market,
Yes,
any
yes,
standard
yes.
criteria is available.
Yeah,
He's also
according to the
asked,
yeah, yeah,
sorry, ma'am. He's also asked
yes,
some Ayurvedic toothpaste are also available on the
yes, yes.
market.
Yes, actually, an allopathy dentist usually won't prefer Ayurvedic toothpastes since it contains clove oil and a lot of uh, spice containing products are available in the Ayurvedic toothpastes. It is not recommended since the pH of the oral cavity is uh, is not balanced by using it. So I agree, there are many toothpastes actually in the market, but a fluoride contained toothpaste, you can just see in the back of your toothpaste cover, it will contain fluoride, a higher percentage of fluoride. So, because Colgate will differ in the fluoride content, or Sensodyne will differ in its fluoride content, a high content of fluoride or a high rich fluoride containing toothpaste is always a good choice, because the fluoride paste helps preventing the tooth decay, as it slows down the breaking of enamel and it actually increases the rate of the remineralization process. Actually, I mentioned it during the brushing technique, I believe.
Yes, ma'am. The next question is from Jayashree. Any
Yes,
suggestion
ma'am.
for oral hygiene during pregnancy in this pandemic situation again?
Yes, is a very good question actually. So, during pregnancy, a lot number of ladies actually overcome many dental problems. Example, swelling is usually seen, swelling or the dental caries, but the dentists usually don't treat any pregnant ladies since it may affect or inhibit, or maybe it enhances the pain associated. So during any newly married couples should definitely undergo general dental care even before they could commit themselves, because once they become pregnant, no, it will be very hard for them to get treated by a dentist. But even if it has happened or occurred during the pregnancy situation, you should definitely consult a dentist before taking any medication. The dentist will recommend a pregnancy safe medication for maybe control pain or control swelling, something like that. But no self medication during pregnancy is recommended, as it may affect even the mother and the baby.
Thank you, ma'am. The next question is from Tamare Chelvi. How to strengthen our gums?
Strengthening our gums. Okay. Actually, a massage will be very enough for a good gums to be maintained healthy. So, when you brush your teeth, you could just massage it 2 minutes with own fingers. It will strengthen our gums. If it is very weak, I personally recommend you G32 gum powder, which is available. You can take it and crush it between your hands, and you can just massage over all the gum areas. And within 15 or 20 days, you should definitely see a difference. So I recommend G32 powder for strengthening of gums.
Thank you, ma'am. We have one more question from Satish Kumar. Does frequent use of mouthwash or rinse solution or toothpaste with antimicrobial ingredients affect the normal oral microflora of mouth?
Yes, definitely. Because our oral rinse solution actually contains alcohol and fluoride also. So both these are good and bad, both containing in the same solution. So repeated use, like maybe you can use it before going to the bed and early morning, like twice you can use it. But maximum use of it could damage or cause ulcers in your oral cavity. And mostly adults, I would recommend to use oral rinse and not for children.
The next question is from Souvik Dasgupta. What causes tonsillocyst and what are its remedies?
See, basically, tonsillocyst is apart from my topic or my clarification.
Okay, ma'am. Next, we'll move on to the next
Since
question.
it was my first question, also I didn't
Okay,
answer
ma'am.
it. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Now, we'll move on to the next question, ma'am. Next
Yes,
question
yes,
is
ma'am. Tell
from
me.
Akshaya Venkatraman. That content you discussed just now. Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
does
G32.
G32 powder act in case of loosening of tooth?
No, 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 ma'am. Definitely not, because we have suggested many patients for G32 toothpaste. It actually do wonders.
Okay, ma'am. Next question is from Pavitra Balakrishnan. Indeed,
Yes.
there is some of white particles in the mouth. What is the reason for that? I think
White particles in the teeth, maybe.
uh,
Maybe.
she has mentioned there
Okay.
is some.
So, yeah. Yeah. It is also due to various reasons, such as maybe some abrasions in the teeth due to wrong brushing techniques, or some deficiency like calcium is very prominent in the teeth, like um, white particles will be found, like crack like structures will be found in the enamel. Maybe that is due to the enamel breakdown or wrong proper techniques or some immune deficiency. But now we can very well cover it using veneers or some caps, or like bleaching or something like that.
Thank you, ma'am. The next question is from Bibiana Anthony. How to control bad breath in mouth? Is it the symptom of stomach ulcer or any other complications?
Yes, it is definitely a symptom of stomach ulcer, but not only stomach ulcer. If you have any problems related to your oral cavity, like a poor oral hygiene or even impacted wisdom teeth, you may find pus or swelling like that. A bad breath and bad taste is common. So you're basically the triggering factor should be found actually. So, bad breath control, tongue scraping is one method, oral rinse is one method, and chewing gums, sugar-free chewing gums, that is also a method to control the bad breath. So, basically, the factor should be found out, like whether it is due to stomach disturbance or oral hygiene disturbance or due to any other, you may get bad breath even if you intake a larger number of onions, and if you sleep the very next morning you may get a bad breath. So it is due to many reasons actually. The reason should be found out initially.
Yes, ma'am. The next question is from Sneha. It's a day-to-day activity. Ma'am, please suggest
Yes,
how to stop bleeding in gums while brushing.
yes, yes. Bleeding in gums is very, very, very common along people. So, bleeding in gums is a symptom for poor for oral hygiene, which is becoming weaker, little expected more. So, initially, you can go to a dentist and you can go for a scaling, which actually destroys the plaque and the debris which is found along the tooth structures and the I mean along the area between the tooth and the gingiva. So you will actually, if you see in the mirror, no, those who are brushing, you may found colorless plaque which is actually deposited in between your teeth and the gums. So the gingiva actually loosens its structure and becomes weaker. So you might be loosening, your teeth might actually be loosening. So reciprocally, your gums may be becoming weaker. So bleeding in gums actually do occur. So a scaling will actually resolve all your problems.
Thank you, ma'am. The next question is from Surya Pandarangan. She has complimented you. Thank you for your patient answering, ma'am. Her question is, can we use salt for brushing and how many times we can use it, ma'am? How extent it helps to maintain oral hygiene?
No, only salt is really not recommended for brushing. A salt-based toothpaste is always recommended because a paste which contains everything, a fluoride or any of its content, and along with it, salt is used. So only salt is not recommended actually.
Thank you, ma'am. The next question from Akshaya Venkataraman. Will dental caries procession leads to severe problems such as cardiac arrest?
It is like to an extent it is not, but researchers have proven that a very poor oral hygiene, like if you see in some people, no, all the tooth will be decayed and only some roots will be remained, and during that case, during inhaling foods, no, the bacteria will get ingested into lungs or to other thoracic cavity. That is the minimum I'm telling. That is the maximum I'm telling. In that case, maybe you can get cardiac problems. But initially, there is no link between the cardiac arrest. Even we are treating patients with open heart surgery for implant or other procedures. So now it has been advanced, the technology has been advanced to treat every patient. Even the diabetic patients are treated for proper implant and even extraction procedures. So now technologies have been advanced in a very greater way, so it can be managed.
It was very interesting to listen to your answers, ma'am, because we are getting aware of many things today by your session.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Next
Thank you.
question. Next question is from Dr. S. Biulaja Manikandan. Is
Yes,
there
ma'am.
any suggestion in diet for a healthy teeth?
Yes, in diet, as I already mentioned, a very low sugar intake, which is very, very difficult for all of us, is actually very recommended one for a healthy teeth. But since we are all exposed to sugary or hot and cold substances, we can actually maintain it by a proper brushing technique. That is enough, ma'am. That is more than enough. And you can cut some part of your sugary intake or too much exposure of hot and cold directly to your tooth.
Thank you, ma'am. The next question is from Jay Prasad. Frequent drinking of Coca-Cola or Pepsi or any soft drinks leads to affect tooth. Is any valid research study is available?
Yes, yes. Actually, Many have asked this during seminars or something like that. It is actually related and it affects the tooth also because it contains some percent of wearing tooth structure substances in Coca-Colas or any beverage, or even a simple lime juice. If we could take it for a long time or a long period of time, it definitely interrupts in the enamel formation and it destroys the enamel formation.
Thank you, ma'am. The next question is from Jayashree. Is tooth flossing strictly recommended for everyone to do it daily?
No, ma'am, not to everyone, but people wearing braces, the clips, no, orthodontic clips, or people who have a very crooked teeth, they are to be strictly follow the tooth flossing techniques. The other people who actually have proper spaces in between the teeth, they actually do not get stuck by any foods like meat or anything. If it gets stuck, we actually use a safety pin. To be honest, a safety pin is used or any toothpick is used. So to avoid that, you can use a floss. That's it. But for the people who are wearing orthodontic braces or who have crooked teeth, flossing is a must.
Thanks, ma'am. The next question again from Dr. S. Biolaja Manikandan. Ma'am, does prolonged usage of mask affect the dental hygiene?
Prolonged usage of mask? No, ma'am. Not such researches have I gone through. It's actually a good only because we dentists are more prone to masks right from our first years. So till now, I have not got any complaints like prolonged usage of masks would affect any dental uh, problems.
From Satish Kumar. How to maintain a healthy, normal microbial flora of mouth?
Normal microbial flora, same thing,
How
ma'am.
to maintain? Shall I repeat the question, ma'am?
Yes, please, ma'am. You please repeat, ma'am.
How to maintain a healthy, normal oral microbial flora of mouth?
Normal microbial flora, the same thing. Acidic content should be avoided, and proper oral hygiene will do for maintaining a proper oral hygiene. Oral microbial flora.
Thank you so much, Dr. Preeti Kidion, ma'am. Again, I feel delighted to have you for this session. Is there anything
Yes,
else you
ma'am.
want to share before wrapping up the session, ma'am?
Uh, so thank you once again to all the organizing committee members and the heads. I feel very privileged to stand before you all and present this session. It was your questions were very useful to me also to rebrush uh, my portions also. So please always do social maintain during this COVID-19. And so let's all join together and break this quarantine session of our life and be free hereafter. I wish and pray God that this happens as soon as possible and we'll be able to go out and enjoy ourselves. So for now, please stay home and please stay healthy. Thank you.
Yes, Dr. Preeti, ma'am. From your session, we came to know that genuine smile comes from the heart, but a healthy smile needs a very good dental care. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, I call upon Mrs. S. Jenny, Assistant Professor, PG Department of Microbiology, to give away the vote of thanks. Ma'am, please.
Yes, Indu, one second. Thank you, Mrs. Kendumadi, On behalf of PT Department of Microbiology, it's my privilege to propose vote of thanks on this occasion. Let me first of all start by giving glory to the Almighty God for making today's occasion a resounding success. My heart fills with lots of gratitude and respect for our distinguished resource person, Dr. Preeti Kirion, for not only sparing your time for us to grace this occasion, but also for enlightening us with your commendable talk on the subject. Indeed, you have put your best effort to make this event unforgettable. Thank you, Dr. Preeti. The flossing technique, which is introduced by you to us, is very, very interesting. Really, this is very awesome, Dr. Preeti. We are very thankful to you. My heartfelt thanks to our director, sir, for his introduction about the chief guest to the gatherings. I also wish to gratitude to our HOD, head of the department, Dr. Alagasindal Radha ma'am, for her guidance and words of encouragement to the end of the session. I would like to thank all my colleagues for their support for this webinar to be a successful one. I take this opportunity to extend my sincere thanks to all our participants who attended this webinar from different destinations. I may also like to express sincere thanks to Chairman, Vice Chairman, Director of Admin, Director of Academic, Principal Ma'am, and Vice Principal Ma'am. Once again, I thank you, Dr. Preeti Gideon, for having spared your precious time for all of us and for your patience answering towards the questions. Thank you so much, Preeti.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you everyone for joining us for the today's session. Thank you so much. Please stay home, maintain social distancing, and stay safe during this quarantine period. Thank you everyone. I request the participants to kindly fill the feedback forms which is displayed at the chat box